What's going on, Creased fam? Back again, first one of 2021. So we're really in here. This is Trey Treasy, half of the Creased podcast. My other half, Casita, was popping, bro.
What's going on, boss? Happy New Year. Welcome back for a great New Year, 2021, number uno of the year.
One.
What's good?
Nah, bro, it's 34. So this is our 34th episode, first one of this year. But yeah, number 34 overall. So, man, let's jump right into it, bro. What we got?
Man. So,
Sweet.
this year, last year didn't end off with a high note. I think we ended off with the Reebok questions, the Kobe edition. That was on the 31st. Definitely missed those.
Those kind of, I saw a little bit about those, and then they popped up, and I was like, and I even had my chance to go get them, and I was like, I couldn't pull the trigger on those. They were fire though. They were pretty cool. Not for me. As far as the L-Meter goes, otherwise, we didn't do too bad on the undefeated pack, I'd say, between the two of us. So, we both came up on the colors we were looking for. We got another one we're going to talk about today. But yeah, the first two colorways, the Volt and the Militia Green, I believe it was, those two, we did get what we needed on those. So that was a nice little dub heading into the new year. So that was cool. Still waiting on my Bodega Dunks. So those will be tight whenever they get here. Other than that, though, my L-Meter, I'm not going to complain right now because I didn't try for a whole lot. But I did come up on some dubs, so I'm not too upset heading into 2021 this year.
Yeah, it was a good little wrap up, plus we had Kicksmith, so that was really well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but let's talk about what we do got. So we do have KOTD. If I remember correctly, I believe you won.
I have not the slightest idea.
I think you won the last one.
Yeah, I just remember I pulled out Stussy's, but I can go first, bro. Let me I'll pull out my shoe of the day. So mine is a drop that came out this past year. It's a shoe. It's a brand that we don't talk about very much on this show, although me and Casita are big fans of this brand, I'd say. But this time around, I have the Saucony AYA. I think it's the Aya, something like that. But I love this shoe. It's super comfortable. This is from the Peaches and Cream pack last year, but you get all kind of little details. I love the little rough suede right here in the back. I think one of my favorite things is the note. I mean, Casita's gonna give you shit for this, but no laces. It's essentially just a pull string, right? So yeah, you could take off a little tab and tie them if you wanted to, but I love the fact that they're essentially laceless. So that's pretty cool. This color isn't a very odd color. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of speckle, so you get the speckle right there on the parts of the midsole. But this pink color is not something I rock too often, like the salmonish type color, but I saw this and this was a no-brainer. This was definitely, I think we talked about these on the episode when these first dropped. It had to have been probably like early teens episode when these dropped, and we talked about them, and I was lucky enough to come up on a pair. So this is my kick of the day. It's gonna be the Peaches and Cream Saucony Aya.
Fire. I like those. Great colorway, very fall time. Man,
the translucent blue outsole. You can't really see it on here, but it's fire. It's hard. It looks good with the shoe.
Yeah, those are really dope, man. Saucony, they had a great year last year as well. They did a couple collabs, one being with Bodega. So
yeah, yes, sir, for sure. What you got, bro?
Today. I gotta go off camera real quick.
Oh. High. This must be he's going in the vault.
No, I'm not going that deep. I'm gonna bust out the Kicksmith gift.
Oh,
these are the Nike Samba.
Yes, sir.
Samba Dunks originally dropped in 2001. This was the 2020 re-release. I have already worn them. I had to go straight to foot with these.
Yeah.
This is definitely a great pair. I wore it with an all gray jumpsuit, and I just got so many compliments on these. So this is definitely my kick of the day. Surprisingly, these go well with a lot of stuff. So very happy with this. And it came from a great guy. So
I mean, this every year we just keep getting better and better on Kicksmith. And this year it felt really bomb this year. I felt like we were both super stoked with what we got, and yeah, those are dumb hard. I had a hard time not keeping those for myself.
One or the other. I mean, I would have been happy keeping what I got you too.
Right, right, super duper hard.
So, this is my kick of the day.
Oh, that's super fire. I love that shoe. Definitely one of the I don't want to say underrated, but with as many dunks that came out last year, I think people kind of passed over it towards the end of the year, and it's still for me. Like you said, I think you said you hit it on the head with you could wear it with so much like that. That's it's almost a neutral shoe, just even with the red and blue. But super fire, super dope shoe. I think I might be in trouble this week.
No. You got some heat. Gotta go. Uh, so that's been KOTD. Go ahead and comment below. Let us know who you think has taken the cake this week for the first week of 2021. After that, we're going to jump right into Fresh Out the Box. Starting off, well, just as a forewarning, January's been dry, guys. We did take off. We did take off the last couple of weeks to celebrate the holidays with our loved ones. But having behold, we have not really too much to report on. But we did find some interesting things. Starting off, we have BAPE, the Bathe and Ape Company. They are in the works of producing a lookalike Air Jordan 1. Some of the images have surfaced online. This one particularly looking like a Air Jordan 1 shadow colorway. But this shoe is actually called the Cortez, and they also have the Cortez High. I guess these are meant to be played on the court. Um, yeah, I mean, it's not the first time BAPE has taken over a Nike shoe. Of course, we've seen the Bapestas. They look just like Air Force Ones. There's actually no price date. There's no price and there's no date. So those are to be determined right now. But all in all, what do you think about BAPE taking their hand at this particular color?
As I was with the Bapestas, this is just blatant jockeying for me. I ain't got it in me to wear a shoe that it's a ripoff, dog. It's a ripoff. They can put whatever price tag they want on it. They can put whatever name they want on it. This is no better, different is fine, but no better than what Warren was doing. I mean, this is, they took an exact model. I mean, but the problem is everybody's doing this, right? So Prada's doing this. I mean, I've seen so many luxury designer shoes recently that are identical models of other shoes, and it's just so frustrating. But this is not something I will be buying. This is not something I like, and I wish they would cut it out and make their own things.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right. It is a blatant copycat at this point. I never really had an issue with the Bapestas. I think the Bapestas are really, I can't say original, but it gave people another avenue aside from trying to get Air Force Ones. Because at the time, the Air Force Ones were kind of hard to come by. They were the shoe to have.
I think like that Bapesta was like one of the first ones to do this, though, huh? Like the first time, probably for me for sure, one of the first times we saw somebody take a complete model, right, and just put a different logo on it, right? So, do you think that you know because this has happened now, it's just opened the floodgates?
Well, I mean, I think Bape really just helped other people do that. As you were saying, there's so many Air Jordan 1 renditions now. You'll find some with lightning bolts. You'll find some with butterflies. You'll find other ones with a flame on there. So it's just all about, and people are really paying more attention to these custom type of things, and they're putting their value into that. But with Bape is actually an established company, and they are just copying an Air Jordan 1 at this point. So for me to try to want to step out of my means and do this, I don't think this is something that I want to do. As prevalent as the Air Jordan 1 is now, I think I'm gonna just stick with trying to get Air Jordans, and let those people who collect Bape get the Bape stuff.
Oh man, You're a nice guy.
Yeah, man. I mean,
People will be on there and they will be on StockX before they're, as soon as they're sold out. So yeah, you're a real one for letting that's like the Kobe Grinch argument, right? Like that's what Vanessa was so mad about, right?
I mean, I just really I can't see myself wearing this. I'd much rather Air Jordan like come back out. I need JB to come back out with another shadow. Just like I think they have Shadow 2.0 coming out this year, but I just want OG shadows. Need another pair of those.
I need a pair of those, yes. But we can move on. Those are the BAPEs. Like we said, no date on those yet. But the BAPE Jordan ones they'll be around the corner. So what's up?
I was gonna say that there are other people out there that are also copying the swoosh, like YG. YG has this 400 branded shoes called what is it called? The Block Runner, and it looks just like a Cortez. And how is Nike really gonna come for this? Like I need Nike to come out of the come for YG like they came for Warren Lotus, because this will be very hypocritical of them if they don't.
Yes, 100%. Like either lay the hammer down or do not.
Yeah, and these are scheduled to release in March, so there's actually a release date on these. So I mean, Nike needs to step forward and be like, look, we're protecting our image at all costs, because this is literally a Cortez with a flame on the side, and I'm sure he's going to have other colors and other logos going on the side as well. So, just looking forward. What's that?
400.
Yeah, 400. I'm ready to see what happens with that. But like we were doing, moving on. Speaking of rappers, we got the CEO of No Limit Records, the original No Limit Soldier, and Mr. Highlight Reel himself, Baron Davis. Master P and Baron Davis have teamed up to acquire Reebok for $3.6 billion. I didn't even think that Reebok was $1 billion company. um, but yeah, these rumors have surfaced online. If you didn't know, Reebok is actually owned by Adidas, but because Reebok has been a struggling shoe brand, it's only right that somebody steps in and acquires it. The plan with Master P and Baron Davis is to return the brand back to the Black community, and as well as give Allen Iverson his credit due whenever for bringing Reebok up as one of those companies in the Black culture. So where do you see Master P and Baron Davis taking this? Because Baron Davis wasn't even signed to Reebok when he was in the league, so it'd be a very different take for somebody like him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, they both played in the league. Master P got his like 2 games in or whatever it was. But yeah, no, I think this is a great move. I always thought that they should be 2 separate entities. I never liked that Adidas owned Reebok because, to your point, it further pushed them down the ladder because Adidas is really the only people up there with Nike. So do I think this could help the brand? Absolutely. This is going to help the brand when they finally make this happen. I do think it will happen. I think this will be a major play. My favorite thing is definitely getting Allen Iverson like the credit he deserves for like really holding the whole thing together for however long it's been, right? So yeah, man, I think it's a great deal for the guys. I think it's a great deal for Reebok. So I really hope this happens. And yeah, I think Reeboks were like the staple for No Limit back then, huh?
Yeah, they rest in peace, Soldier Slim, but they did have
right, yeah.
Lows. Yeah, those were like the pride and joy of anybody who was in No Limit. The fact that one of their rappers had a shoe was great. Also, I mean, Jay-Z, he was signed with Reebok. That was his first shoe. If I'm not mistaken.
JJ Watt.
I wasn't gonna get JJ Watt, but yeah, JJ Watt. But 50 Cent, he also had
50. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, his shoes was Reebok as well. So, I'm sure that, they're trying to incorporate the Black culture back into the brand, and it'd be really great.
Right.
But having the question mid so well last year. I mean, just the question itself, there was like a couple low tops that did really well. There was the Bubba Chucks from last year as well. And then the Club C had a phenomenal year. Yeah. So
Or
ready to see where these two can take it with older models
yeah.
like the Workout Plus and like the EXO fits, and then seeing whatever they can incorporate with like a new silhouette as well if they can make any of those.
Yeah, no, that's that.
I don't want to see the Zig-Tex. Just leave those.
Yeah, we'll keep all that, keep all the Shaq stuff in the vault. But as far as they need, I think what Reebok needs to do, and this is going to help that a lot, is like real collaborations and real, like, I don't know. Do you think we'll see like a new model?
I don't see why not. I mean, it just depends on like you said, collaborations, who they can bring onto the brand. It was like J. Cole signing with Puma,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
really, I mean, they got J. Cole and they also got Big Sean, if I'm not
Oh, they
mistaken.
got so many people now. Yeah, Puma took everybody last 2 year and a half. But
So, with these rapper endorsements with
yeah,
brands, they need to be very prevalent, and they need to be very smart with their moves. This is a game of chess at this point, so they need to pick their people correctly. I can't even think of like one rapper right now who would sign with Reebok. I mean, the bag has to be right, but like an up and coming rapper,
little baby.
Lil Baby, yeah, Lil Baby could do it. I can see that.
They just need to go down to New Orleans and find some new rappers.
There we go. There we go.
That'll do it. But yes, Club C, love that shoe. Definitely one of my favorite models of the year, and I really hope they make this happen because that would be super dope.
Yeah, no, definitely. This would revamp the brand. It could definitely be a contender for like third or fourth place if it's not already there. But
You're right, right, 100%, 100%.
because I think it's uh, carrying on. We look forward to seeing what Reebok can do in 2021. Carrying on, we have the biggest debacle of 2021 so far, the Nike ID gate. What have you, the Dunk Gate 2021. This is the Nike by You Dunk Low. This was a Nike ID custom uh, that were allowed. The release was this past week. What day was it? Was it Friday?
I don't know. I've wiped that from my memory.
Yeah, I believe they dropped on the 7th. It was a big, huge debacle online. It was the first time I've ever seen a ID page crash. So,
Sell out.
yeah, or sell out. So for the last 3 weeks, Nike had allowed you to go online and customize pairs of dunks. I'm sure that Trey had plenty in the vault. I had about 5 pairs in the mix, just ready to go for checkout whenever. Upon 12 p.m. on the 7th Central Time, the site crashed. A lot of people were upset. Twitter was blowing up, and and Nike definitely got an earful from their customers. So
I was
was
super pissed. I
yeah,
was super duper pissed. Yeah. It was ridiculous. You are correct. I had at least 20 different shoes that I made. And I kept making little changes to them and stuff. And I didn't want to post them online either because I didn't want nobody jacking my ideas. So like I just kind of,
yeah.
I kept that on the low. I can't have, I'm saying I'll get them and I'll show y'all when we come in, but if we ever get them again. So that's kind of the question here, is that they did release this past week. They sold out. And I mean, what do you think? Like, I think my sold out button came up in like 9 minutes or something like that. It was very quick. We were actually talking for a little bit about like trying to put it in carts and do all that stuff. And I'm like looking at Twitter, seeing people put them in their carts and stuff. And it was just, I couldn't even get past the first page of clicking my size and putting it in my cart. I literally couldn't even get to that. So like you said, it was a huge mess, huge, it was to me, it was kind of flopped. But the way I looked back on it was that I'm praying this is the case. It might have been a rollout, right? This might be here's what you can do, here's how it's going to go. But we got to make sure it works like perfect first. My problem is that there's been Nike ID forever. So it's frustrating. I was happy to get some suede colors. So those were on primarily most of my shoes. I'm not mad at the whole process of doing the shoe and everything. It's obviously just the what happened as far as they geeked us up to buy Nike IDs and we couldn't buy them.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was Nike's attempt of giving back to everybody from last year because a lot of people had missed out on the dunks. The dunks were very hard to come by. I would even say, as far as like QC, like I don't think the QC was the greatest on the dunks. After your first wear, they were actually, just deteriorated. You could see the crease in the toe box immediately. So I believe this was Nike's attempt of allowing people to, I mean, that's obviously what the IDs are, but it's Nike's attempt of allowing people to get that hot ticket item of the season. And they fumbled the bag on this one tremendously. The fact that people are reselling it now for 2-3 times the price. I mean, I'm not. I've seen a Nike ID or the Nike by You boxes now. Whenever they come in, they say Nike by and the name on your account. So if I have one that comes in from Nike by James and I paid $270 for it, I'm not going to be super ecstatic because it's not what I wanted. It's not what I put together. But do I see this happening again? Yes, I do see it happening again, but it might be something like that of like the Pendleton collection where it's a seasonal thing. They only do it once a year, and then these are your options. Over time, the Pendletons have gotten better. As you've seen, there's different color blocking options for it. I'm not sure if you liked the color blocking options for this past dunk release, but I think it was very plain. I think there was only 5 or 6 options. Like the fact that you couldn't change the color of the toe box or the stitching, that's what really killed it for me.
What was the second one?
Changing the color options for the color blocking, like the toe box,
Toe box, sure, yeah.
the stitching.
Oh,
The fact you couldn't change those, it really kind of watered down the whole idea of making these great shoes. But they did have some great textures on there. The pebbled leather, suede, the smooth leather as well. So
it's that's a tough one because they can't give you everything. If they gave you everything, then they'd never be able to release the shoes again, right? Stitching has never been something you've been able to customize on the Nike ID either. So it's like, it's not something I was expecting to see on there. You know what I'm saying? And then quality control on the dunks was not good this year.
Yeah.
But if you buy dunks and you expect them not to crease, you are doing yourself a disservice because if you buy Air Jordan 1s, dunks, or Air Forces, I can guarantee you after your second wear, you will have a crease in the toe box. That's just that's how they built them. And that's why we keep buying them, that we keep buying them. So they're going to keep making them. So, that's irrelevant for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I look forward to seeing if Nike can bring these back. I'm sure
they better
use a lot of people, and you need to have this in a higher quantity. I'm not sure if it was just like a bot thing where people were just checking out numerous amounts of times, but the way that this rolled out was absolutely terrible. It was a lot of stuff hit the fan, and I'm sure Nike's just like whatever. So
yeah, for sure, they bought what we allotted, right? So they're fine with the their money came rolling in. And my last thing on this that I'm going to say is just everybody that's listening that wants to do Nike IDs or Nike by Yous, just stop being so corny and stop doing the Chicago colorway and all these like super basic colorways. You didn't get them when they dropped.
Look, man, don't be mad at them. This is the closest that they'll get to getting that shoe for retail. Like,
for sure. They might as well buy the BAPEs to Jordan 1s too.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Look, man, they want to keep it branded. They want to stay on brand. So, but and their brand is giving them the option to make it as close as possible. I'm not gonna do it with
Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it with an all red, toe cap, like the way that the option that was given.
Yeah.
I'm also not gonna buy it for $250. So yeah, you
Toe
can.
cap. Fix the toe cap.
Yeah.
First things first.
So Nike, if you hear this, call us first. That way we can talk about some stuff. So that has been fresh out the box for episode 34. Moving on, we got order confirmed. Very short one. Trey, bring us in what we got first.
All right, bro. Yeah, so we got 2 shoes to talk about on order confirmed. This is everything that's dropped in the past 2 weeks now, since we had a little week off last week. But on the 4th of January, 2021, the guy down here in Houston, Mr. James Harden, he's still in Houston for now, has released his 5th signature shoe. So the Future Natural Crystal White. The Future Natural is the name of the 5th shoe. It's, in my personal opinion, is that this is his best basketball looking shoe. Some of the other ones are they just don't look functional to me with just how they're built. However, this shoe is $130, Adidas.com and Adidas confirmed app. When it dropped, you can still go get them for sure. But it's a cool shoe. I like it. I think he's doing better. Of course, the full boost sole. If you on Adidas and you don't have the full boost sole in your basketball shoe, that's a problem.
If you're not rocking Adidas Originals,
yeah,
I can understand not having a boost sole, but if you're doing Adidas Performance and you don't have a boost sole, you just don't care about your feet.
Yeah. Right. And the other ones, they were just, the last 2 models were just, they just look so bulky, and the middle of the shoe, where the curve of your foot is just so tight, and it just wasn't hard at all. What do you think about these?
I like them. I like the colorway. I like the shoe. It does look very functional. I'm looking forward to more colorways. This is a great colorway, a great rollout colorway. I see that he avoided the whole Houston theme. So I'm not gonna play into any speculation, but he has been in the news about potential trades and what have you. So I see that he definitely avoided the Houston Rockets colorway on that. But great looking shoe nonetheless. Still available on Adidas.com as of today. So just keep your eye out for that. $130.
So we can get into our second and last of order confirmed. So on the 6th, we got Undefeated. We just talked about them in the L-Meter up front, but they dropped the 2 colorways a couple weeks ago. Now we have a 3rd colorway of the Air Max 97 for this go around with Undefeated. This is going to be the UCLA colorway. It's UCLA colorway colors. I think this might be my favorite, to be honest with you, out of all 3. I get like, we talked about this earlier. We even named an episode this, but I get like major blueberry, like lemonade vibes from this one, like with the blue and the yellow and the primarily white. This is by far for me the best one of these last 3. Especially going into the seasons we're going into. But what do you think about this 3rd rendition of the Undefeated Air Max 97?
Yeah, this is a flop for me personally.
Ooh.
On the contrary, this is not something that I'm looking forward to seeing. I think the militia greens were the best, even considering that they were bricked. But honestly, I'm not in love with these UCLA 97s. There's other better renditions of the UCLA colors that makes the Bruins stand out a little bit better, that we'll actually talk about it here in just a second. The UCLA 97s released on the 6th for $180 on the sneakers app and undefeated.com. They are sold out at this point, but I'm sure resale on these is not terrible. They didn't. I don't think they hit as hard as the militia greens. I think the militia greens were the best of all the 97s. But that closed out. What's up?
No, I said that's all opinion, and I think they were all decent. I didn't think any of them. I didn't buy any of them for myself. So, but I commented on this an episode or 2 ago that I think Undefeated did a great job on this shoe. I'm just personally not a colorway fan of these 3 colorways, right? So I mentioned the branding on the shoe, how they put it together. Good job.
Mhm.
Colorways need a little work.
Yeah. The original 2 were great. The original 2 undefeated 97s were great. The all black with
Oh,
the
the original. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So out of the 5, I think the original 2
yeah.
or the
Yeah.
best. Uh, but yeah, not the UCLA's. And that wraps up order confirmed. We're gonna go right into tracking order. Big, 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 huge day coming up right now. Tracking currently is the redemption for Nike off of that terrible Nike by You day. We have the Nike Dunk
It
Day.
might be a resurrection.
It might be a resurrection altogether. But we have I think we have 5 shoes coming out, 2 for women, 3 for men, even though all the shoes are unisex, in my opinion. Tentatively released for the 14th for $100 a piece for the lows and 110 to 120 respectively for the highs. We have 5 colorways. Starting off with all the lows, we have now these coming out in women's, but they look great and also in men's sizes as well. It's the women's black and white pair, which are also dubbed the Pandas. Trey's favorite, the UNLVs, the better UCLA looking shoes, the UCLA Dunks, and then we have the Vast Gray highs. Those are for men. And then surprisingly, I like these ones a little bit better, but the women's football gray dunk high. These ones look amazing. And all set tentatively for the 14th. Y'all know how Nike does. They'll switch up on you at any time. Trey, do you have a favorite out of all of these? Even though I already said it, but go ahead and rank them. Tell me which ones are a priority on your list.
Oh man, a ranking of these. This is hard. These are all fire. I would take any of these. I would be trying for all of these.
Mhm.
Um, UNLV is gonna be first for me. Second, I'll probably have to go with the Panda black and white ones. Those are so hard to me. And then I'm gonna have to go with the football gray. These last 2 are kind of a toss up for me. They're both hard, but I don't really have a preference on either of them. If I had to pick, I'd probably go with the UCLA because it's a low.
Respect.
Yeah,
Respect.
Vast Gray is a fire shoe, but it's a little dull and it's a high, so not as intriguing.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I would say football grays, then vast grays, uh, mm, then well, football grays, then UNLVs, then vast grays. The reason I put the last 2, like the UCLA's and the Pandas at the bottom, is
Yeah.
because we have the Supreme SB Dunks coming out later here. They both have those colorways, so I'd look forward to those a little bit better. Um, but yeah, the football grades I think honestly are probably the most appealing in my opinion. I do like that. I think it's like a baby bluish kind of tint to it as well. So yeah, those ones
Yeah.
hit hard. I like those. So again, yeah,
All-
follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and we'll keep y'all up to date on when those are about to release. They can do shock drops at any time. What was
yeah.
also shocking was the moving of the date for the Street Hawker SB Dunks.
To be today.
It's supposed to be today. Those definitely moved to the 22nd. I think what I like about the Street Hawkers is that now they also have 6 different limited edition boxes based off of the menu that makes up the shoe itself. And then also the wrapping paper that's inside of it
So
is yeah, it's a
so
whole free package. So I am looking forward to those as well on the 22nd.
they knock those out the park, and that's how you do a dunk. If you're gonna design a dunk, it looks like someone that finally got their chance to design a dunk and they knocked it out the park.
Yeah, they did not miss on those. Those were extra, extra hard. So I'll be looking forward to those. But first, I'll be looking forward to this dunk day, seeing
Yeah.
what they think of that. Apparently, they're supposed to be released. Uh, they're supposed to be releasing those at Foot places. So like Foot Locker, uh, Champs,
But
East.
action.
Yeah, all of those places. So I will be checking those places throughout the week to see what they get.
Yes. Yes. Size 12 in men's, gifts and donations. Size 13 and a half women's gifts and donations.
Facts. What we got on next, Trey?
All right, so let's kick off the year with another Yeezy. So this is tracking order, so there's everything coming up. But on the 16th for $200, we'll have the Yeezy 700 V3 safflower. So this is a big one. This is one everybody's been talking about. This is the primarily cream, black tongue, black laces, got a little bit of yellow on it. I mean, this is a banger. This is my second favorite 700 behind the Azareth, and I just think this shoe blends really well. The cream color with the black tongue is bueno. So what do you think about the safflowers?
The safflowers are nice, man. I really like these. If I had to compare them to the recent drops that have come out, like the Azareths or like the Clay Browns, these are right in the mix. You know, that yellow's not bad. I think it's a great springtime shoe. Great price point as well at $200. Can't be mad about that. These actually released last year in 2020 with a EU Asia release only. They were available for US delivery as well before the tariffs happened. So this is the greatest chance that you can get stateside to get these shoes, and I think this would be something that I'm gonna try for. These are a great looking shoe, and I think they fit well in my collection. So
I texted you this weekend. I was like, bro, I gotta pull the trigger on some 700 soon. They look too comfortable. Everything about them just looks right, and the colorways are finally popping. So it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. The Clay Browns. At first these didn't jump them, but now that I look at them more, I'm like, yeah, bro, these jumped them. And even with the yellow, I don't find this to be like with the Clay Browns, I get like major fall vibes, right? Obviously, with this shoe, I don't get like a seasonal vibe from it, right? I feel like this shoe could work all year long, kind of thing, just because of the colorway and how neutral the cream is on the upper. So I like it a lot, and yeah, like you said, I'll be on the 16th. I will be trying for that for sure.
oh yeah, this is definitely have to come home with us. So I mean, the last one we had on here was the Stray Rats, but those released on the 8th, actually. So those actually already passed, but I mean, we can go ahead and run them anyway. So this would have been on order confirmed, guys, but this is the Stray Rats New Balance 574 pack. They released two colorways with a lime green and dark green pair, as well as a hot pink and red pair. These released on the New Balance website as well as the Stray Rats website on the 8th of January. Trey, did you have any takes on this? I know you're a big fan of Stray Rats, so and they did a collab last year, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I did two of them. I do have a take on this. My take is that these are the second and third worst shoes of 2021. Hideous. I get like Sonic strawberry limeade vibes from looking at these shoes. Like they're just horrendously ugly. I don't like them at all. They have like odd like purple panels and stuff that I'm just like, why, bro? Why did you do that? That's unnecessary. And if they would have left the green one with just like green and just white or gray, would have popped. But Stray Rats, and they're gonna go to the wall every time. So I'm not hating on them, but this is definitely not for me. Definitely not for me.
Yeah. This is obviously just trying to stay relevant at this point. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't find these to be a very hot commodity. These would be shelved if they released to the general public at foot stores. Like yeah, these would sit on the shelves. This is a great like dad gag gift at that. So if your dad likes colors, these would be the ones for him. But I'm definitely gonna have to pass on these. They already released, and I did not try to get them. So wherever they are, if you can find them, they're probably out there for you. But
all yours.
I'm gonna hold off on that one.
Yeah, no, they've been killing it, right? They had the brown ones, then they had the green and purple ones prior to that, the all suedes. Like, oh, they were so hard, and this is just such a brick, such a miss on this one. So it's okay. It happens to the best of us. Not me, but it happens to the best of us.
Definitely a major letdown. Stray Rats, come on. You gotta you can still redeem yourself. We got a whole lot of year left, so let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. But that is going to wrap up episode 34 of the Creased podcast. We'd like to welcome y'all again to 2021. We're
Yes.
big things here. Very quick special shout out to my co-host today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Trey Treasy. Foremost himself, yes sir. So if just drop some love right here in the comments below. Make sure y'all just wish Trey a very, very special happy birthday. If you know how old Trey is, we'll send you a couple stickers in the mail.
Hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
We'll send y'all some stickers in the mail if you can guess Trey's age at this point in his illustrious career. Aside from that, Trey, you got anything for the people, man?
No, sir. Thank you for the birthday shout out. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody watching. As always, go follow on Instagram. For my birthday, you can just go follow on Instagram and TikTok. And make sure you definitely, my biggest present should be you subscribing to YouTube more than anything. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate all of y'all watching. And as Casita said, if you got to this point in the video, we love you very much and we appreciate you.
Absolutely. Couldn't do this without y'all. We're looking forward to big things this upcoming year and years to come. So until then, like always, Trey, how stepping around here. We will catch y'all for episode 35, whenever that is. Until then, guys, peace. Much love.
Sure.